The quick reference manual has a lot of rules that are not on the main book, but it also gives you a layout of the gameplay. Basically, there's the land phase, the naval phase, the economy phase, and the strategy phase, and that's how we conduct these videos as well. We sort of follow these phases. I already spoke about the land phase. Each game has a turn that's played alternately between both players, red and blue, but they follow these phases that begin with the lands and go on and end with the strategy. In the first videos, I spoke about the land phase, how to roll the D12, pay for the points that you get on the dice, and then you use those for movement points. Now what I'm going to describe is in the land phase, the combat part of that. So before combat begins, we would assume that both players would have moved all their forces into the positions of advantage. You can see here they got as close to each other as they can. In the south, we have the commanders Asensio with the Urgel Corps, poised perhaps to attack these two cities that are defended by CNT militia. Here in the south, you have Capodellano, who's either defending or attacking, and Cleberto. They're both in combat range of each other. Here, there's a thin Republican force here. If the nationalists, you see the nationalists have this area here, because all these armies are nationalists, end up here. So if they did a pincer attack, they could perhaps easily take Badajoz and Merida. But for now, they have not put any forces there during movement, so it should be pretty safe. In the north there, Mola has a powerful army of the north with reinforcements. In the north, Mola has a powerful army here, but probably so does Prada. But Mola has an extra layer of reinforcements that Prada doesn't have, and obviously they're in range. These guys are in range in the north here too to attack, but this city here of Bilbao is heavily fortified. There's a fortification, which is the black cube, and these of course are supply cubes. Plus they have a defense there, so it might not even be that easy. Santander, even though it has a garrison, is probably a better bet. In the east towards Catalonia, the Italians have a good position here to attack either towards Madrid or towards the south. Although Teruel has been taken, it was originally a blue city, but it was taken by the Republicans, so now it's red. It's well defended as well, so something might not be happening there. It might be a stalemate. Zaragoza looks like it is empty, but these guys can come into the protection of it, so that wouldn't be a problem. See a lot of units here that the Reds didn't move because they ran out of time or they ran out of money to move it. Either way, they're there and they were not brought into the front lines. Now, it is in the center, as it was in the war for the most part, that a lot of the forces are. Probably a third or even almost half of the firepower of the game is currently at the center here. We got Madrid, very well defended by the army here. The army of the center with 2 reinforcement layers, so that stack is full, stack of 3 with the commander. Franco also has a very powerful army. He can attack at any time. With Davila, these guys, the Reds have also Pozas and Rojo, who are in command of militia units, as you can see here. This Pozas has 3, Rojo has 2, and then Orgaz is there, well defended. Madrid is fortified, and also this city here, the Alcazar, is fortified as well. So usually, like, this results in a stalemate for combat, as we shall see in a minute, perhaps. There's enough forces in contact with each other here to have a lot of combats, using up all these supply cubes for combat and not even having enough cubes left to be able to fight. War is about 3 things: money, money, and money. The initiative player is the blue, the nationalists. So they're the ones who get to attack first if they wish. While the blue player is deciding on which attack to make, this must be running. If he now decides, okay, I'm going to attack here, then he decided and now he can pause the timer. The battles are decided one at a time, so right now we're just going to fight this battle here, following the battle rules that I'm going to explain now, and you can use any cards during the battle. After that battle is fought, then it'll be the turn of... After that battle is fought, if the blue still has the initiative, he can continue and choose the next battle. If the initiative has passed to the reds, then they will choose which battle they want to attack. And it goes on like that until both players don't want to fight any more battles, in which case they go to step number 1 again, land movement, and they do the whole movement again. And then they do the combat again, and then they do the movement and the combat until they do not have any more time left. Again, the blue would fight this battle. They decided to attack. They would do that. Then if they still have the initiative, they would decide to attack somewhere else, or maybe they will say no attacks right now, in which case the red have a chance to attack, and they will go on like that until they both decide to move again. Now I'm going to take you through combat rules of any given battle. I'm not going to follow any sort of tutorial or procedure of this battle and then that battle. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to use any example that I have here to show you basically the combat rules.